Glorified be your holy name, Yahweh O Elohim. Glorified be Mashiach Yahushai. And glorified be the Rakakadash. Greetings to the hopeful legs, the Israelites, and other people of the earth. Alright, we're going to do this video. It's going to call our prayer to the eternal King for help. Because we need to pray and plead with him to grant us mercy, man. Because, his wrath is going to be, man, fear the Most High. Psalms 102. A prayer of one afflicted when faith and pleading before the Most High. Hear my prayer, Yahweh Elohim. Let my cry come to you. Do not hide your face from me in the day of my distress. Incline your ear to me. Answer me speedily in that day when I call. For my day passed away like smoke, and my bones burn like furnace. My heart is stricken and withered like grass. I am wasted to eat my bread. Because of my loud groaning, my bones cling to my skin. I am like an owl of the wilderness, like a little owl of the waste place. I lie awake. I am like a lonely bird on the housetop. All day long my enemies taunt me. Those who deride me use my name for a curse. Sorcery being thrown on us. For I eat ashes like bread and mingle tears with my drink. Because of your indignation and anger, for you have lifted me up and thrown me aside. My days are like an evening shadow. I wither away like grass. But you, O Yahweh Elohim, are enthroned forever. Your name endures to all generations. You will rise up and have compassion on Zion, the children of Orion. For it is time to favor it, and appointed time has come. For your servant holds its stones dear, and have pity on its dust. The nations will fear the name of Yahweh Elohim, and other kings of the earth your glory. For the Most High will build up Zion. He will appear in his glory. He will regard in prayer of the destitute, and will not despise their prayer. Let this be recorded for a generation to come, so that a people yet unborn in the weirdest generation may praise the Most High, that he looked down from his holy height from heaven. Yahweh Elohim looked at the earth to hear the groans of the prisoners, to set free those who were doomed to die. Yeah, man, the pleas of mercy and the pleas of injustice, our prayers have been answered. So that the name of the Most High Yahweh Elohim may be declared in Zion, and his praise in Jerusalem, when people gather together in kingdoms to worship the Most High. Yeah, all knees shall bow. He has broken my strength in mid-court. He has shortened my days. Oh, my Elohim, I say, do not take me away at the midpoint of my life. You whose years endure throughout all generations. Yeah, man, it's do or die for all of us. Long ago you laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of your hand. I will perish, but you endure. They will wear out like garments. You change them like clothing, and they pass away. But you are the same, and your years have no end. The children of your servant shall live secure. Their offspring shall be established in your presence. There you go, man. Glorify his name. Now, let's go to Psalm 101. Sovereign pledge of the integrity. I will sing of loyalty and of justice to you, Yahweh Elohim. I will sing, I will study the way that is blameless when I shall attain it. I will walk with integrity of heart. That means, no more submitting to wicked ways of Babylon, lust of the flesh. Within my house, I will not set before my eyes anything that is base. I hate the works of those who fall away. I will not cling to me. Perverse of heart shall be far from me. I will know nothing of evil. One who secretly slanders the neighbor, I will destroy. A haughty look and an arrogant heart I will not tolerate. I will look with favor on the faithful in the land, so that they may live with me. Whoever walks in the way that is blameless shall minister to me. No one shall practice deceit shall remain in my house. No one who utters lies shall continue in my presence. Morning by morning I will destroy all the wicked in the land, cutting off all evildoers from the city of the Most High. See, there you go, man. Eventually, he's gonna start weeding out these prophets, or just people don't want to get right. Now, let's go to 103 right here. Thanksgiving for Yahweh Elohim's goodness, man. Blessed be Yahweh Elohim, my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless Yahweh Elohim, O my soul, and do not forget all his benefits, his mercy, man, and his wisdom, man, who forgave all your iniquities, who heals all your diseases, who renders your life from the pit, who crowns you with steadfast love and mercy, who satisfies you with good as long as you live, so that your youth renewed like eagles, and he renews you. The Most High's works vindicating justice for all who are oppressed. He made known his ways to Moses, his acts to the people of Israel. The Most High is merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abundance in steadfast love. He will not always accuse, nor will he will always keep his anger forever. He does not deal with us according to our sins, nor repay us according to our iniquities. For as the heavens are high above the earth, so great is his steadfast love. Those who fear him, as far as the east is from the west, so far he removes our transgressors from us, as a father has compassion for his children. Man, mercy, Father, thank you. For the Most High has compassion for those who fear him, and he knows how we were made. He remembers that we are dust. As for mortals, their days are like grass. They flourish like flowers of the field. When he summoned famine against the land and broke every staff of bread, he sent a man ahead of them, Joseph, who was sold as a slave, just like we were. His feet were hurt with fetters, his neck was put in a collar of iron, until what he had said came to pass. The word of Yahweh Elohim kept testing him. The king sent and released him. The ruler of the people set him free. He made him lord of his house and ruler of all possession, to instruct his officials at his pleasure and to teach the elders wisdom. Then Israel came to Egypt. Jacob lived as an alien in the land of Ham, and the Most High made his people very fruitful, and made him stronger than their foes, whose hearts he then turned to hate his people, and deal crafty with his servants, just like now. We're living among sorcerers, you know what I'm saying? And we're still persevering. And he sent his servant Moses, Aaron, whom he had chosen, and they performed the signs amongst them, and miracles in the land of Ham, and sent darkness and made land dark. He rebelled against his word. They rebelled against his word, and he turned their waters into blood, and caused their fish to die. Their land swarmed with frogs, even in the chambers of the kings. He spoke, and there came swarms of flies, and gnats throughout their country. He gave them hail from rain, and lightning that flashed through their land. He stroked their vines and fig trees, and shattered the trees of their country. He spoke, and the locusts came, and the young locusts without number. They devoured all the vegetation in their land, and they ate up the fruit of the ground. He struck down all their firstborn in their land, the first issue of all their strengths. Then he brought Israel out of silver and gold, sun and moon worshiping, and there was no one amongst the tribes who stumbled. Egypt was glad when they departed, for dread of them had fallen upon it. He spread a cloud for a covering, a chariot, and fire to give light by night. And they asked him that he brought quails, and gave them food from heaven in abundance. He opened the rock, and the water gushed out. It flowered through the desert like a river, for he remembered his holy promise to Abraham, his servant. So he brought his people out with joy. His choice ones with singing. He gave them the lands of nations, and they took possessions of the wealth of the peoples, that they might keep his status and observe his laws, man. There you go, see? Glorified be the Most High forever, man. And I finish with one last song, man. Now I'm feeling it, man. Here you go. You know what? Let's go to a call to worship and obedience. 95. Oh, come, let us sing to Yahweh Elohim, and let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come in his presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise. For the Most High is great, Yahweh Elohim, and a great king above all gods. And his hands are depths of the earth. The heights of the mountains are his. The sea is his, for he made it, and the dry land which his hands have formed. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us knees before Yahweh Elohim, our creator, our maker. For he is our Elohim, and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hands. Oh, that today you would listen to his voice. Do not harden your hearts as at Meribah, as on the day that Massa in the wilderness, when your ancestors tested, started worshiping idols, and put me to the proof. Though they had seen my works for 40 years, I loathed that generation, and said, there are people whose hearts go astray, and they do not regard my word. Therefore my anger I swore they should not enter my rest. So there you go, see. The Most High is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, man. So do acts, man. Glorify be the Most High.